Hey guys, what's going on? This is Allucaneet, and this is another episode of Let's Play Brave Fencer Musashi. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually make our way to the pawn shop for once. And actually it closes at 5 p.m., not at 4 p.m., not 5 p.m. like I said earlier. But I'm going to waste a little bit of time here and wait for him to open. And while I'm due, I remember that Hilda actually has something to show us. Or to tell us after we wait for a shop to open on Sky Day. Plus, I collect some water just because. Alright, so we're in Hilda's shop, and she tells us something very cool.
Welcome! Everything's on sale today.
Yep, every Sky Day, there will actually be a 20% discount on every item in the store, including the S-Revive. So if you have anything expensive like, the S-Revive to buy, you buy it on Sky Day, because, 20% discount. That's some change in the pocket. But, the thing about it is, you can only hold one S-Revive at a time, so if you don't buy it on Sky Day, pay full price, well, that's you. I buy a couple of W gels just to have a couple of healing items in my inventory, and I buy a cheese, because, as I said before, cheese is good. Cheese is very, very good. Also, the NPCs will react to stuff that happens in the game, so talk to them in order to, find out something interesting. What they thought about the event. Speaking of NPCs, let's see what Jam has to say about it. She doesn't have anything to say about John, but she does say that her father goes to the restaurant all the time, and wonders if it's because her cooking is bad. I don't know, you make some pretty good bread. I'll say that. So we buy ourselves some special grilling bread and bagels, because they're pretty good. And having BP is nice. So after that little break, and to waste a little bit more time while we wait for the pawn shop to open, let's go ahead and go to the castle so we can talk to people that we've rescued. Because, you can do that in this game. Alright. Also, about the menus, I'm going to try and cut them down in this LP. I just recently moved to another editor, so we'll be able to take advantage
Sir
of that.
Musashi, why did thou cometh hither?
Yeah, we came to visit our friends. And who are we visiting? Why, the 4 people we rescued from Twin Peak Mountain. So we'll start off with Soldier Lardwick, and he basically does, and he establishes the message that all 4 of them actually say, which is, hey, thanks for rescuing me. Do you want to actually, you have my help if you ever need it. Also, I tried to learn the technique from Knight Lardwick here, but unfortunately he doesn't teach you it until after we beat the Crest Guardian. And yeah, I kind of already spoiled that there are Crest Guardians. Whoops. Anyway, this is Shepherd Beefalo. He doesn't do anything right now, but he does tell us about the Minku. There are 13 in the world, and they only come out at night. But they do hold an item that we need, well, not really need, but we really, really want, in order to give us, a bit of a boost in our travels. Here's Mercenary Meatloaf. And he's his weird self. And here is Carpenter Carvey. 4th verse, same as the first. Alright, so we visited everybody that we need to talk to right now. So we're gonna go ahead and head out and go to the pawn shop. And so far we've rescued 9 people. Nice. We've rescued about a third of the people in the game.
Taketh care on your journey.
Alright.
Good
let's see
morning,
what
my
the
son.
priest has to say about John. Hate the crime, not the criminal. But no one wants to mention what the crime is. And I don't even
Who
know
are
what
you?
it is, so.
I'm Musashi. What a disgusting shop.
Be quiet. What do you want anyways?
What we want is for you to appraise our items. All our mystery items, we have to actually come here and have them appraised. Alright, and so We have 3 items here, a dagger, a bracelet, and an old crown. Let's see what this dagger is. He will give the same message regardless of what you bring him, but he will let you know exactly what it does, a little bit of flavor text. And all of them have a certain value. An old crown made of silver. Let's see. And it's a cake pan. We're not gonna do this bracelet just yet, because we got something else that we need to do. Also, if you try to sell him anything but mystery items, he won't accept them. And he won't accept anything until you actually have it appraised. As I will demonstrate right here. He won't accept it because he hasn't appraised it. We don't know what it is. So instead of actually talking to him right now, we're gonna go buy some stuff from the toy shop. Because it's 12 o'clock. We got toys to collect, man. We got money just burning a hole in our pocket.
Hello.
Let's do it. Alright, so we're just gonna buy up pretty much all of Series 1, which is Musashi, Soldier 1, B-Plant, Root Trick, and Steam Knight. Now, I choose a Steam Knight because we only have enough for one, so I chose a Steam Knight. We'll get Root Trick, don't worry. We'll get everybody. But, I just chose Soldier 3 because, it complements the other soldiers that I've already gotten. And apparently that white thing is called a man-eater. And the Wiz Robe is actually a magician. Yep. Enemy names! But that's okay. Skipping a whole bunch of traveling, we're just gonna go ahead and do this alternate path on this rafting thing. And I'm still bad at this thing. Very, very bad. Okay, so we're still dodging rocks, and I got hit by one. We're still collecting monies because we need them. And I just take the hit right here just so I can get the 700 randos right path. Alright. And instead of going down the right path like we normally do, we're going to be taking this left one here. Brings us to an alternate exit, which was right in front of where that dinosaur was. And again, I have reduced myself to just one log. I don't know, what can you do? Alright, so we came over here in order to rescue this guy. Who is he? Why, it's Dr. Tongue! The thing that he does is he will actually give us a full BP recovery and recover any sort of ailment that we have. Like poison or something like that. And now we are at 200 BP and 10 people rescued. That's pretty nice. And I decided to open this and get, an additional 200 grand. Because, well, hey, money is money. This area over here we'll be visiting in just a little bit. Next episode, in fact. But for now, it doesn't do anything. So, what I'm going to do right now is go all the way back to Grellin Village. Because that's where we need to go. And as a reminder, that box over there is the memory box. And we won't be using them in this LP because I really don't need to. Alright, come here, magician, into the water, and we're gonna go ahead and head back to Connor's pawn shop.
Yeah, what do you want?
We want you to actually appraise this bracelet here. And he appraises items for free, which is nice. Okay, he gives that message again, and this time, it actually does mean something. Piece of the legendary armor, the L bracelet, and now we can climb walls. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get out of here. We're okay, you know. Let's go and see what's happening in the town. Because actually, getting that appraised will trigger the next event. And it's a bit of a doozy. Okay, there's something wrong because there's all these little clouds floating around. And Steamwood has broken down. Oh dear lord. You remember that thing that we talked about, that benchotite refinery? Yeah, that's kind of a bad thing for it to break down. And now we get to actually talk to Administrator Fours. I've already shown you, the wall where he is, so we can go ahead and do that. And no, we're not going to refuse, because if he blows up, we do too. Alright, and so they just nonchalantly walk off instead of running around. Man, these guys actually have some pretty big nerves of steel. And also, nobody is in the village now. Everybody has gone home and they are hiding in their houses. Alright, so wall climbing is actually fairly simple. You jump up towards the wall, and you alternate pressing square and triangle in order to climb the wall. And here is Administrator 4 is running like a chicken with its head cut off. And it's going to explode in 24 game hours. Oh lord. By the way, that translates to about 10 minutes in real time. So we want to be, on the ball with this one. And he tasks us with going and fixing it, even though it's his job. And he fakes like, he's injured. Whatever, we'll do it. He gives us a Steamwood manual, which is basically a key into Steamwood. Okay, we'll go to the top of the cliff that's located in Steamwood Forest. He's going to continue running around and yelling. Anyway, back here is actually a shortcut to Steamwood, but we can't use it right now because it's blocked off by Steam. Man, that is a big issue. But anyway, solving Steamwood's problems should actually allow us to explore areas that were previously blocked off by Steam. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and head towards Steamwood Forest, which is this path right over here across that cuts in front of the mayor's house. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and I just noticed something. I am tired again. This is a bad thing. Now, despite if you have a timer, don't ever go to sleep, because this is what happens when you go to sleep. Yeah, the timer just accelerates. And I only sleep long enough to allow me to dash again, but you don't want to do it normally, because it's not a good thing. I spend no time, going and grabbing anything else, because we got a refinery to actually fix. But I will take this detour up here because we haven't been up here. And it contains our fourth mystery item, an aged coin. We'll see what that ends up being, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to Lumina so I don't accidentally make myself fall asleep again. And this is Steamwood. By the way, that orb up there is supposed to be open. Yeah.
This must be Steamwood.
Alright, go ahead and try to open the door.
How do I open it? What am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, I forgot about that manual. Let's see.
Alright, so, fixing the steam leak. Basically, you have to turn off the valves in numerical order, and then you go in there and you do this little mini game where you have to press X within a certain range, or else it won't rise, it'll decrease. You have to do it, and you have to turn off the next valves before the valve timers go off, otherwise they all reset and you have to do it again. It's kind of annoying. It works like this. Alright, but if we had approached this place without having the manual, he would have just said, you know, the first part of that spiel that he said, which was, how do I open it, what am I supposed to do? And it'll just do that until you have the manual. Alright, so we are inside Steamwood right now. And I'm going to circle around here to show you that there are no valves here on the first floor. We have to climb up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump on this elevator here. And we are tired again. So, before we do anything else, I'm going to go into my item menu. And I'm going to use a mint, because this is that dire situation that, you know, that kind of calls for me to be, you know, on the ball and moving as quickly as possible. I choose rightly and go to the right because that's where the first valve is.
Here goes nothing!
They all start out fairly simple, you know, at fairly mundane speeds. So
Yes.
it's easy to get the first 2 or 3 out of the way. When it starts heading up in the 5 to 7 range, it starts getting kind of crazy.
Here goes nothing!
And fortunately, on the first 3 valves, the valve timer resets all the way back up to 60.
Yes!
This third valve here when I was a kid gave me the most trouble. I literally spent, if I remember correctly, I spent about a good 5 or 10
Here
days trying to
goes
figure out that
nothing.
jump. Because as I showed, you can't jump over the steam. You have to jump on the pipes on the side in order to get to the valves.
Yes!
Yeah, I was kind of not smart as a kid, or rather not good at thinking in 3D. But that's okay, we're going to go ahead and head up to the next level. We have the same puzzle here. Jump on the pipes in order to get to the actual main walkway. And I chose wrong because we're supposed to actually go to the left first. Keep walking. And there's valve 4. We also can't do them out of order because that will
Here
reset the
goes
entire
nothing!
thing. And now it's starting to pick
Yes.
up a bit. And now these valve timers actually only reset all the way to 35.
Here goes nothing! Yes!
Yeah, it just starts getting harder and harder to do. Also, that elevator has one more floor to go up, so I'm trying to time it right so I don't actually have to wait too
Here goes
long
nothing!
for this thing to come back. See how it's going down in the corner there? I'm trying to get this done by the time it comes back up,
Yes!
but I missed one of the valve turns, so I don't catch it in time. And then I screw up the jump and fall to the bottom. I was, well, kind of upset. Now I have to wait for this elevator to come here, and now I'm gonna come and wait for this. And you actually get to see the second stage of his idle animation. It's actually kind of nice. Now I'm at 35 seconds and I gotta choose the right one, otherwise I have a bit of, oh no, that's not good. That is not good. So I will hit the, oh no! I had to have, it fakes you out. You have to head right at the first one, because you have to loop all the way around. Oh boy. Now I only have about 13 seconds to do this right.
Here goes nothing!
And the speed has become very, very, very fast.
Yes.
When it comes to these last two, it will come down to just seconds before it resets everything and you have to start over. And as I said before, you have about 10 to 15 minutes to actually do this in real time.
Here goes
So
nothing!
you don't want that to happen. Oh man. Yeah, this is actually the most difficult one, and it oh my goodness. Whew. I did do all this in the first try, but I was sweating a lot by this time. I was tense.
Yes.
And that's the last valve, guys.
Time to relax.
And it actually is, because oh my goodness. Oof. That actually was very difficult to do. Again, it had been a good 4 years since I did this last. Oh man. That's a relief. So everything's fixed and everything is venting properly now. Everything's peaceful again. No threat of blowing up, and everything was alright with the world. And here's Forrest to congratulate us. And all those Steam links should actually be fixed now, including one where we couldn't actually open something or get to somebody. And apparently, Mass Dude in the Cape did this to Steamwood, and he's at Twin Peak Mountain. Yep, it was Rutrick, so we're gonna go ahead and give him a piece of our mind in the next episode. We gotta chide him for not doing anything. But the mayor wants to actually, thank us for saving the town, and everybody's life. But that's it for this episode. We'll have to wait until next time. So, I'm Telnosuke, and I will see you later.